Hey, hello. You're welcome once again. And I know I'm a bit late, but then it's 4 something here in the early in the morning. I was expecting my kids to be sleeping by now, but then the last two have decided not to sleep. I tried to put them to sleep, they wouldn't sleep, so they are around. You might hear them in the background, and I have to go live anyway because I have to be here as I said. I think I posted the time, so I have to be here. Um, Today I'm talking about the power of the mind. The power of the mind. I think yesterday I made mention, or in the previous video, I made mention of we having two minds. The mass mind, that is the mind that contains our human beliefs, what we've built from generations to generations, the mind that contains all those beliefs, and the universal mind of God, that is the mind of God, as it says, the mind that contains the thoughts of God and the thoughts of humans who believe in the real high power of God, or the thought of the awakened people. So at the early stages of my awakening, something happened that made me realize that I wasn't just any human being. I carried power. That is what I'm trying to share with you today, so that at least you will also know that you are not just any human being. You are a person that carries power. Now the true fact is, nobody was born dumb. Nobody was born a lunatic. Nobody was born with no, as we say, you have no brains, like you know nothing. No, everybody was born a genius. Now, if that genius will come out, it depends on the beliefs you go through as a child and grow up. So any child that is born at a place where the parents are awakened, that child is raised differently, and they grow with abilities that supersedes human understanding, and we call them genius. And we don't even know that every child is born that way. Everybody, you and I, we were born that way, but we were raised with the beliefs of our parents, our grandparents. So that is how we've grown, and we think, there we go. Bless you. That is how we grow, and we think we don't have special abilities, and we look down upon ourselves. But every human being was born a genius. Nobody was born with lesser abilities than the other. Who you become is as a result of where you are raised and the beliefs that you grew up with. So the beliefs shape your life. You see, the beliefs shape your life. So what happened was, at the beginning of my awakening, once I was going through YouTube, and I came across this video that Oprah was interviewing a man called Deepak Chopra, and they were talking about how powerful the mind was. It's an old video, and sometimes this is what happened. We are always attracting things. So depending on what you are vibrating, that is what you attract. Everything vibrates at a frequency. Everything vibrates at a frequency. And if you are vibrating at a frequency of what something else is vibrating at, you tend to attract that particular thing. So that is how it works. I'm trying to make sure if everything is okay with this live, so kindly bear with me shortly. Now, if you are watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe so that whenever I post a new video, you get the notification. When you subscribe, remember to hit the bell button so that you stay connected. And also, okay, let me see. Okay, so, and also, yes. So the same name that is on my Facebook page, not this one. I have a page that I've set for this. So if you follow that page, it will be helpful so that whenever later on I'll be going live there, because I don't want to use this personal page for what I'm doing. So I have an Instagram, Bernice Wilson 911. I have a TikTok, Bernice Wilson 911. It hasn't picked up with that much of followers at the moment I'm doing this video, but I know bit by bit it's going to pick up. So when you go and there are not much followers, don't think maybe it's something someone else has created. That is mine. So that is it. I'm not using my personal Instagram and TikTok to do this. I'm just setting up the Bernice Wilson 911. So all around the social media platforms that I'm on, the name I'm using is at Bernice Wilson 911. Bernice Wilson 911. So when you search on there on YouTube, when you miss this video, you can always go to YouTube. After I'm done, I will post it on there. So what happened was, as I said, we attract. Every time we are attracting. My previous video, I was talking about the fact that nobody's behind your problem. You are the cause of everything that is going on in your life. You are constantly attracting. You are vibrating. The thoughts that you are producing in your mind is attracting things to you, and you are not even aware of it. That is why it is very important to be mindful of what you think, because your mind is very powerful. I made mention that the power your mind carries is stronger than atomic bomb. What your mind can do, nothing else can do. Your mind is the most powerful asset that was given to you by God. So hold it well and use it well. Don't allow anything to run your mind. Run your own mind. Think your own thoughts. Don't allow anything else to think your thoughts for you. As I said, the mass mind carries all our belief, every belief system at the place you are coming from, regardless of the part of the world you are coming from. Every belief system that rules there is within the mass mind. And if you don't think your thoughts, that belief system will rule your life. If it is accepted there that at a certain age you must die, and you don't make proclamations from the universal mind that no, you are a piece of God, and therefore that doesn't rule you, and keep affirming it to go against what the mass mind is producing, that will rule your life, and at that age you die for real. So if it's a belief that in your family you at a certain age you get this disease, that is a belief in the mass mind. You have to move. If you are believing it and expecting it, you are killing yourself. Your mind is so powerful. The moment you realize that no, that is not how it's supposed to that is not how it's supposed to be, and you move into the universal mind of God and make the proclamations that no, I cannot allow this to rule my life, that will not rule your life. So be mindful. There are some of you that have gone to see the doctors and you've been told you have this disease and it can never go, and you have to live with it for the rest of your life, and you have accepted it. You are making a big mistake. That then can be changed through the power of your mind. Your mind is very powerful. Stick around. I'm going to show you how powerful your mind is. The day I realized this, my whole system changed, because I realized that I am not as useless as I think I am. There is something in me. There are some of you that you've been allowing people to tell you who you are. You are nothing. You can't be anything in life. And you've accepted it is ruling your life. That is in the mass mind. And as long as you allow it, it will rule your life and you'll never become anything in your life. You have to think and move into the universal mind of God and tell yourself, no, I'm a piece of God and I can become anything that I want to be in life. Nothing can stop me, and yes, nothing will stop you. So don't allow the things that people have said to you to rule your life. If you allow yourself, it will rule you and make your life miserable. So as I was saying, we attract things. So when you stay positive, you attract positive things. When you stay negative, you attract negative things. I talk about the fact that everything vibrates at a frequency. So when you line up with the frequency of something, you attract that thing. Everything vibrates. The scientists have proven it. They use special cameras to take photos where that vibration was all over the human body. So I'm not talking about any serious spiritual thing that hasn't been heard before. I'm not talking about any spiritual thing that hasn't been heard before. These are things that have been proven by scientists. Now, those of you that like research, you can go to YouTube and look for Greg Braden. And those of you that really want to, those of you that are in the corporate world, you go and look for Bob Proctor and look for Jack Canfield. They have special guidance. They are regular human beings like me and you that have learned something called the law of attraction. That tells you how to use your mind to attract what you want. And the law of attraction is like the law of gravity. It is working every day, every moment, every second. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not, it's working. I remember the day I discovered this, I got so excited. And I began to share it with my friends, and one of them replied to me with a video from a certain preacher entitled, God knows you need a miracle, so shut up. Let me tell you, that will keep you broke for the rest of your life. You think God knows that you need a miracle, so you should shut up. You just sit there and think God knows you need a miracle, so you are not going to do anything. I didn't say anything about it because I hadn't gone far into what I'm doing currently. But later on, I began to realize how ignorant that pastor was preaching. And you know, to some people, that is so beautiful of something to say. God knows you need a miracle, so shut up. And people will be saying amen to that, and they don't even know what you're saying amen to. God gave you your mind to use it. God didn't say he knows everything you want, so come and sit here and fold your hands and watch him. There are people that are sitting there, you are carrying this powerful mind and you are struggling, thinking that God knows your problem, so you are waiting on him. Let me tell you, some some religious leaders sometimes get frustrated because they try everything and things seem not to work with their favorite church members and favorite people in the congregation, because they don't know the how what is what how they are supposed to use the mind. All they think, yesterday I told you, the Bible and all the other religious books doesn't cover up to 1% of what we know. If you want to know more, you have to get connected to the higher self in you, so that you can understand God like who he really is. I won't go there today. Let me go ahead and show you what I learned from Oprah and the man. The park was trying to show Oprah how human mind is powerful, and it wasn't a magic, it wasn't anything. It's how you concentrate to let your mind move things. You see, let me see. I'm not using any magic. This is my normal earring. Then this is a thread that I used to sew. This is a thread that I used to sew, and I have attached this thread to. Let me cut this to. I've attached this. I want you to see the fullness of my hand, so that you understand what I'm doing. Excuse me. Let me go far. Okay. So like this, you can see. Now I'm going to use my mind to move this to the direction that I want it to move. My hand is supposed to be holding it because there is a whole lot of energy around me right now that is going to help move this. My hand up here, I'm not going to move my hand up here, but the direction that I'm going to command this thing to move, that is where I wouldn't even have to speak. I will just concentrate with my mind and let my mind move this. That is how powerful your mind is. That is how powerful your mind is. So don't take yourself for granted. Your mind is powerful. Don't take yourself for granted. So as it is now, it's turning now. The first direction that I'm going to ask it with my mind is to move forward and backwards. Then afterwards, I'll ask it to move left and right. Then I'll ask it to move in circles. So just look at how it's going to move. Then you understand. You watch my hand on my forehead like this, and you see I wouldn't move my hand, but this will begin to move according to what I'm going to use my mind to command it to do. Irama, please can you keep quiet for me, please? Okay, that's my youngest daughter at the background. Okay, so now let me concentrate. As I say, I'm going to ask it to move forward and backward, so just watch and see. Okay, I think you saw that it was moving forward and backwards. We are going to do the side and side. Irama. Okay. So side and side. I'm telling it to move in circles. So this is how it works. I can just speak it. It doesn't move on its own. It moves according to your mind, what you use your mind to tell it. And this concept alone is used in so many marvelous ways. Now, yesterday when I mentioned that the Bible doesn't teach you up to 1% of what you need to know, some people were kind of skeptical about it. But as time goes on and I come on here to do things and show you how this life runs, then you begin to understand that we are lacking a lot of knowledge. We are lacking a lot of knowledge. So as I said previously, you can use a key. All you need is something that is heavy, that is maybe pointed. Now, what the string that is holding it should be lighter than the thing at the bottom. So I'll ask this key to move in circles. I hope you can see that. I'm just using my mind to do this, and I'm not moving. Let me make my hands stable. Then I'm going to use my mind to ask it to move side and side. I'm intentionally switching up the whole process so that it wouldn't be like automatically when you leave these things up, it goes in this direction, then it goes that, then it goes that. It's about what I'm using my mind to tell this. Now, this is how powerful your mind is. So now I'm telling it to go forward and backwards. I hope you can see. You look at my hand. I'm not moving my hand. So this is how powerful your mind is. Your mind is so powerful and amazing. You can use your mind to do a whole lot of things. Now, as I told you yesterday, as you begin to get to know this and it begins to work for you, one thing you shouldn't do is don't use it to hurt yourself. Don't use it to hurt anybody. Don't use it to hurt anything. And the last thing is you love more. These are the principles that should govern human life. The basic principle that should govern everybody. If all the rules, and I'm not saying if you're in a country, if you're in a system, you should go by the rules and regulations, by all those religious stuff that is limiting your life. You can start afresh. Use these simple rules and begin to use your mind to work and see how powerful things are going to be for you. So we call something setting intentions. Is basically using your mind. When you are stepping out of the day, you can sit down quietly, imagine the white light of Christ or the white light of Jesus, the white light of a higher power you believe in, raining down from heaven, forming a circle around you as protection. It's intention. You are using your mind to do that, and it works. You stay protected throughout the day. Nothing bad will happen to you. You are not told this at church. Someone might even jump to the end that, oh, so far as it's not in the Bible, it's not good. That is our problem. There are a whole lot of I'm being told that there are people in Ghana and in the African countries and other parts of the world that are going through spiritual awakening, but because they don't have the knowledge about whatever is going on, they are misinterpreting the whole thing. Especially back in Africa, there are people that go through this spiritual awakening and feel they need that higher power, and their family end up sending them to Bible schools, or if sending them to higher teachers in their religious sect to go and learn. At the end of the day, they still feel they are not complete. They need something more. They don't know that they have to connect to their higher self to get the higher knowing. Then at the end of the day, you find them running to Benin, those in Ghana and Nigeria. They run to Benin for all those of occultic powers that have serious implications on human life. Excuse me. So what I just demonstrated should show you your mind is powerful. Whatever you use your mind to command, you don't see it's happening, but it's happening. And mind you, those of you that sit down and wish other people bad things, your mind doesn't know you are wishing for somebody. The moment it's running in your mind knows it's for you. So what you are wishing for, that the other person ends up happening for you. That is why you are told to love others as yourself. When someone does something that you don't like, you just have to talk to the person and get it over with. Don't sit back and wish evil things for the person. Your mind doesn't know you are wishing it for that person. It will happen for you. It will happen for you. So be careful. Your mind is very powerful. Now we have this type that we call pendulums here. It responds to your mind. It responds to the energy around you. Now I know people wouldn't be able to find this. This is just a metal. It's like a chain locket. It's not anything. They just shape it for you to streamline, to move well. So don't attach anything to this. It comes in this is crystal that has been sharpened with the normal chain we wear. There is nothing in this thing that I'm holding. It just helps you to this helps you to communicate with your higher self. And it shows you how powerful your mind is. So as I'm talking to you now, this is a bit of advanced, but let me show you something. I will ask my higher self, in a form of circle, show me how powerful the energy here is. You see, my hand is not moving and it's moving. The bigger the circle, that's how powerful the energy around me, or how powerful the presence around me is. You see how big. So I'm not just sitting here and talking to you. I have angels around me. I have my spirit guides around me. And yesterday, mind you, I channeled messages that I had to watch the video before I realized there were new things that myself I didn't know before voicing it out. Because yesterday's or my previous video, it wasn't something that I sat down to plan. And this one as well. Because I know when I get here, what you are supposed to hear is what is going to come through. What you are supposed to hear is what is going to come through. So this is how powerful your mind is. Don't look down upon yourself. Find something and try it out. If you try it out and it doesn't work, that means your energy, the energy around you or the presence around you is quite low. You see, and you have to concentrate. There are some of you've been so negative in your life for so long. And that has caused everything good that can happen to you to sterilize. Begin from today to use your mind towards great things. The day I watch Oprah and Deepak do this, I'm sorry for the background noise. Princess and Jojo, will you keep quiet? The day I watch Oprah and Deepak do this, it changed my perception about everything. So your mind is powerful. Your mind is seriously powerful, that I can just use my mind to control this without moving my hand. I've never used the key before. This is my first time of using the key, because I know some of you will be able to, might not be able to get the kind of things that I use. So if you have a key, you can just go ahead, and because your higher self has answers to all your questions, sometimes you can use this to ask questions and get answers, and your higher self doesn't want confusion. So if there are certain questions when you ask, you wouldn't get answers. If you, let's say per se, if you want to know your husband is cheating, there are some, but if you are going out somewhere, is it safe to go? In the beginning, you ask, show me what is yes. So it will show you a direction that shows this is yes, and it will also show you also ask, show me what is no. Then you also ask, show me what is maybe. You see. So I'll ask, please higher self, show me what is yes. So you see, if I ask answers, if it moves left and right, that means it's yes. Please show me what is no. So if I ask any question, if it moves forward and backwards, then it means it's no. Please show me maybe. You see, it's moving in circles. So maybe it's in circles. Whenever you pick, you ask that question. So your mind is very powerful, as I showed you in the beginning. And if you want to use this to ask questions, make sure you stay clear. Don't influence the answer. You say, I'm staying clear of the answer. Let the answer that is right come through. So only the answer that is right will come through. So that is how this works. So as I said, you can, the women, if you have earring, you can use it. You concentrate and you use your mind to ask it to move forward and backwards. Then as it moves, you can use your same mind to ask it to move left and right. Then you can use it to ask it to move in circles. So I think you can see. So this is what I wanted to jump on here, to let you know how powerful your mind is. Now I'm coming up with a video for the singles. There is this question, is it possible for you to marry the man, your ideal man? And all the counselors are telling you it's not possible. Meanwhile, the Bible you believe in tells you with God all things are possible. Did I marry my ideal man? Yes, I did. Everything that I asked, I got. Even but then, I didn't know that there were something, it's a thing you have to do to get to that result. I did it unknowingly. So the singles, I'm about to show you how. I know people here who have done it, and it worked exceedingly far more than the expectations. So if any counselor is telling you there is nothing like getting the man of your dreams, your ideal man, so you have to go and get that poor man in that corner and struggle with, so debi run for your life. Run for your life. And if you are poor, don't worry. I'm about to show you stuff that will move you from the level that you are to a higher level, so that at least you can pair up with the woman. You marry them and take care of them. Don't marry them and let them struggle. You see? So I'm not here for one side. I'm here for both sides. So the men too, you can get exactly the woman you want to marry. That is really very, very possible. Very, very possible. 100% tested and working. So I think I won't be here for long today. I'm going to end here. I just wanted to do this experiment for you to know how powerful your mind is, so that you wouldn't look down upon yourself. Remember, your mind controls your whole body. What you use your mind to command your body is what will happen for you. If your body is sick, use your mind to command your body to heal, and the body will heal. The mind is the controller of the body, and whatever thoughts that goes through your mind rules your body. So that's why I keep telling, be careful what you are thinking. Be careful what you are thinking, because it is ruling your body. It is ruling your whole being. It is ruling all your affairs. So don't take your mind for granted. Your mind is very powerful. Very powerful. If you know how to control your mind, you know how to control your life. So as I've shown you, your mind can move mountains. And there is this saying, wherever your mind can go, you can also go. Don't put any limit on yourself, because the one that created you didn't put any limit on you, and he himself is not limited. So don't set goals and think that these goals are too big, I can't achieve them. No, you can achieve them. Once you can imagine it, you can have it. So if you can imagine yourself at a certain level in life, once your imagination can handle it, your body can handle it. If you can see it in your mind, you can get there. So that is how powerful your mind is. Anything you want to achieve in life, use your mind to create it, and keep it refreshed every day. Keep thinking about it, keep imagining it, and before you realize, it will hit your subconscious mind, and it will be live. So don't look down upon yourself. Everything you think you want to achieve in life is very possible. Your mind is very powerful. So don't look down upon yourself. And this is where I'm ending today. I'll be coming up again to, as I said, I'll be coming up with a video for singles to let you know, is it possible for you to get the person of your dreams, the exact person as your picture, or you have to just take somebody and struggle with. The answers are coming, so stay tuned. How you can move from one level to the next level is a lot of things. How to stay positive always, and how to use your mind to get what you want. The basic idea of who God is. All these are coming, so stay tuned. And as I end here, let me appreciate everybody for your support and all the love you showed me for my previous video. I really appreciate. I say stay blessed, and a lot of light and love coming from me to you all. Thank you.